Let's talk about the backbone of any successful fundraising campaign. And I'm not just talking about begging your rich uncle for cash. No, we're gonna dive into the best practices that'll have those donations rolling in faster than a politician can say conflict of interest. First up, ethics. Because let's be real, sadly politics and ethics don't always go hand in hand. But when it comes to fundraising, you gotta keep it squeaky clean. We're talking transparency, honesty, accountability, all of it. Because when you play by the rules, you build trust. And trust is worth more than all the crowdfunded cash in the world. So keep it transparent. Make sure everyone, including the donors, knows what they are donating for. If you plan to spend it on a brand new yacht, best to tell them in advance. Keep it honest. Don't lie about what you have or can achieve. Being ambitious is always good, but you don't want donors to feel tricked. Also in fundraising, good reviews beat short-term profit. Keep it accountable. Make sure to show what all the money was spent on after it has been spent. Be accountable for the choices you made and reflect on the effects. This maintains the donor's trust, even when things did not fully work out. Alright, next up, donor engagement. Because let's face it, your donors are an essential part of your campaign. Think of it like a relationship. You gotta keep those donors feeling loved, appreciated, and in some cases special. Some donors need more than others, but in general it's good to realize that most people who believe in the cause and have the money to spend don't need massive appreciation or gifts to be happy. For many people, it is enough if there is regular communication, clarity what the effect of their donation was, and maybe a small personalized thank you. Know what your donors want, and trust me, they'll be lining up to give you their hard-earned money. Let's talk about compliance. Because when it comes to political fundraising, the rules are complicated and twisted. Contribution limits, disclosure requirements, and audits, you name it, you have to follow it. And trust me, the election officials aren't messing around. One wrong move and you might be looking at fines, penalties, or maybe even a comfy little jail cell. So, no pressure. But hey, if you play by the rules, you can avoid all that drama. So a great beginner tip is to not underestimate or neglect this in the beginning. At the start, it can be easy and relatively cheap to set up, but if you don't start with good admin, it's a lot more work to fix it later on. So our tip, keep your books in order and maybe invest in an accountant. Last but not least, data management. Because in the world of political fundraising, knowledge is power, and data is the key to unlocking that power. Track those donor habits, segment your lists, crunch those numbers. It is key to know who's giving, how much, when, and why. Properly looking at that data can tell you which big donor to approach for specific projects that they might like to fund, or someone who you might be able to turn from a smaller donor to a major one, or which messages generally resonate with your donors to send out broad requests for donations. Because when you've got the data on your side, you can make those fundraising euros work harder than a politician on election day. Alright, there you have it. The keys to ethical, engaging, and data-driven political fundraising. Remember, play by the rules, keep your donors happy, and let the numbers be your guide.